10 dogs. Go, baby. Come on. Hey. Yeah. Let's go. With my baby.
This one quote will completely change your soccer career and your life. But before I get into it, my name is Andrew Pannenberg. I'm a professional goalkeeper for Carolina Core FC and MLS Next Pro. It's my mission to help young goalkeepers like you develop the mindset, skill set, and habits to dominate on the field and get to your next level. If you get any value out of this video, like, subscribe, share with a friend. The bigger we build this community, it'll be a win-win for both of us. Last year, back in 2023, I was playing for Houston Dynamo 2 in MLS Next Pro. It was my second season with the team. I had played a decent bit of games in the beginning and the middle of the season, but coming toward the end of the season, around September, I hadn't played any games in a while. I was starting to feel a little bit down. I'd been training really well and knew I was ready to play and ready for an opportunity, but I just hadn't gotten it in the past couple games, past couple weeks. And like I said, I was feeling a bit down. At the same time, I was going and doing physical therapy for something that happened with my elbow. I'd been going for a couple weeks and been seeing the same physical therapist. One day I was working with this physical therapist and he told me, hey, go use this machine and it's on the other side of the building. We had usually stayed in one area when we were working together, but he said, hey, I want you to go use this other machine. It's kind of like on the other side. So I get up, I go to that other side of the building. I start using the machine, and I remember there was a whiteboard on the wall, and I hadn't seen this whiteboard. I've been going to this place for a while, but I look at this whiteboard while I'm doing my work, and I see this quote on it, and I read this quote, and it hit me pretty hard. And I'm gonna read it out for you right now. It says, you never know when you are moments away from a breakthrough. That is why you keep going. That is why when you fall down, you get back up. Remember that all good things take time. Be patient, your time will come too. Like I said, I remember this quote hitting me pretty hard, and I think the whole quote is really good, but I remember that first line just really stuck with me. You never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. And funny enough, after being in my feelings about not playing, that weekend we have a game against Portland Timbers 2 in Portland. And a couple days after that appointment where I read this quote, I find out that the guy who had been playing over me wasn't going to make the trip with us and that I was going to be the one starting for us in Portland for that game. And I have a friend in Portland and a mentor. We were also playing in Providence Park. The year before we played at some random stadium in Portland, but this year we were playing in Providence Park, the first team stadium. Just kind of knowing those things, that I'd have my mentor, my friend there, and playing in the first team stadium, I was buzzing. That game was pretty important as well. We were right on the playoff line and we had lost a couple games recently and we really needed to win that game to make the playoffs, and Portland was a decently good team as well and had been playing decently well. So needless to say, I was really excited for the opportunity to play in that game. So we fly up to Portland, warm up, get into the game. First half, I didn't really have to do too much. I had made like one save, but it wasn't anything crazy. Play with my feet a bit. So we come out for the second half and they really start applying the pressure. And then this happens.
Possibly take this free kick. Rather, oh, what a save. Pannenberg. Monzon, no, Pannenberg the save, and taken on the corner, header by Akoba. Second chance, no. Third chance, punched out Pannenberg, what a save. Another corner. There'll now be 4 teams, rather 5 teams. Oh goodness, Pannenberg, another save.
So as you just saw, I ended up saving a penalty, making a couple big saves. We ended up winning the game 3-1, and I was man of the match on FootMob for whatever that counts for. But I also got a black eye from a collision with another guy, so there was that. But I remember after the game just being super excited. We were one step closer to making the playoffs, and I was just really happy I could step in and help the team win. But I remember that quote really sitting with me and really resonating with me, and I started to think about why that quote had sat with me so well. And it's funny in our soccer careers, but even life, how we can feel like things aren't going our way and we just don't know when we're going to get the reward for all the work that we had been putting in, and just never knowing when we're going to get an opportunity or when everything is going to pay off. And the thing that I love about that quote is it says, you never know when you're moments away from an opportunity. Just moments away. It's not, you never know when you're days away from a breakthrough. You never know when you're weeks away from a breakthrough. You never know when you're months away from a breakthrough. You never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. So I had been down for a couple weeks, even though I was training really well, and just was waiting, man, when am I going to get this opportunity? When is my hard work going to pay off? And all of a sudden, I get the chance to play in Portland. I make some good saves. I help the team do really well and win. And now we were right about to make the playoffs because I had been able to be prepared and step in and help the team win the game. This quote, for me, it relates to another quote from one of my favorite motivational speakers. His name is Ed Milet. And he talks about how your life can change in a moment. And he talks about how you have to know that because you need to recognize when that moment comes so you can make the most of it. So right now you might be going through a time where you're putting in the work and you don't know, when is that moment going to come? When am I going to get my reward for all the work that I've been putting in? And you need to realize and use this quote almost like a mental tool. Use it as a weapon in your mind. Repeat it over and over and over. You never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. Moments. So that is why you invest. That is why you work so hard. That is why you keep going despite everything around you, despite not getting the results. Maybe you haven't played a game in a while. Maybe you're a backup. Maybe you're waiting for that opportunity to go pro or whatever it is. But just know that you never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. So continue to work. Continue to believe in yourself. Continue to know that, man, that moment is going to come if you keep putting in that work, just like it did for me. It was a super awesome moment to be able to play in that stadium, help my team win, to play in front of my mentor and my friend. And a lot of the work that I had put in that year had cultivated all into that one moment. So know that you're just a moment away from an opportunity, a moment away from a breakthrough. And this is just one game, one example of many throughout my career where it was just moments away from a breakthrough. So I hope that this video gives you a little bit of inspiration. If you're going through anything right now, a challenging time, just know that everything that you're doing right now has value and that you will get a reward if you continue to work, if you continue to focus, if you continue to believe in yourself. So keep this quote in the forefront of your mind. Continue to believe whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling discouraged, whenever you're feeling like you don't know when an opportunity is coming or if your hard work is going to pay off. Repeat it in your head. You never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. And know that that's the truth, man, because your life, your soccer career, it can all change in a matter of seconds. But when it does change and when you do get that moment, everything is predicated on what you've been doing, all the work that you've been putting in for the days before, the weeks before, the months before, even the years before. So continue to work as hard as possible. Continue to believe that that work is going to pay off in a big way if you continue to work hard and continue to believe. And like I said, use this quote, man. Keep it at the forefront of your mind. You never know when you're moments away from a breakthrough. So I believe in you. Let's keep working, keep believing, keep dreaming, keep putting in the work. Be ready for that moment. Know it's coming, and we'll talk soon.